It may be the summertime, but it sure is cold inside my room. What's up, flamethrowers? It's me, Flame the Dragon Hog here, and welcome to another installment of Ask the Sonic Crew. That's right, guys. And the reason why it's so cold in here is because the team here really loves the cold for some reason. And guys, you guys asked for them. I brought them here. May I present to you guys Team Creepypasta. Let me introduce you guys to them. First up, we have the team leader. He pretty much is the father of many, many famous creepypastas, like Masky, Hoodie, and Titchy Toby, and lots of others. He pretty much created almost half the creepypastas, and he is pretty much the most famous creepypasta there is. He's really skinny, he has tentacles, and his most famous trait, he has no face. So ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Slender Man.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you and meet you. Especially my old friend here, Flame the Dragon Hog.
Yes, it's really nice to see you, Mr. Slender Man.
Please, you've known me for so long. Just call me Slender Man.
Well, okay. So, how's everything over in the Creepypasta universe?
Everything's just wonderful. You know, you and your wife Sarah should definitely come to my castle for dinner. Slender Woman has been asking about you guys.
Oh, well, tell her maybe one day I'll, see if we can try and make it.
Wonderful.
Okay, well, thanks for the invite. Anyway, next up we have is, the second in command. Whenever Slenderman's not available, this guy always takes command. He's pretty much the second most famous creepypasta. You guys know him, you guys fear him, mostly. He has a pale face, black hair, really skinny, and, not to mention, he has a wide smile, which is the last thing you guys will see before he kills you to death with his beloved knife. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Jeff the Killer. Now, he has been on here before, so ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Jeff the Killer.
Hello everyone, it's nice to see you all again. I haven't seen you guys since we played a game of Would You Rather. How you been doing, Flame?
I've been doing fine.
I hope you're taking very good care of Nina.
Oh, trust me, I'm taking really good care of my clone Nina. I'm sure of it.
Excellent. You better be treating her like I treat my version of her.
Of course. Jeff, you might not like this, but here's the next guest. Okay, guys, the next member of Team Creepypasta is somebody who you guys didn't know was actually part of this team. She once was Jeff the Killer's girlfriend, but not anymore after she went through this tragic accident, the same thing that he went through, you know, with bleach and fire and everything, and she swore revenge on him. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you, Jane the Killer.
Why, hello there, everyone. And, oh, it's Jeff.
What the hell is this bitch doing here? Well, she is part of the team.
I can't believe this. Why is she here? I really do hope that Nina doesn't find out about this.
Oh, speaking of Nina, that's, who's next. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the current girlfriend of Jeff the Killer. She pretty much is a admirer of him. She really loves him a whole lot. She is very protective of her brother back in the day. And in order to protect him, she, turned herself into this version of her. Everybody, may I present to you Nina the Killer.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you all again. And, oh, Jeff, why did you tell me that you brought your ex here?
I didn't. It was Slender Man's idea. Look, I thought maybe she could be part of our team.
Well, she can't.
Too late, she already is. her thirst for vengeance is definitely amazing. Something that we could use.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Jane, Nina, can you guys please put your knives down? I do not need any bloodshed in my room, especially on my bed, which you guys are sitting on. Anyway, let's keep the ball rolling. Anyway, next up we have is a very, very less known creepypasta. Many people don't know her, but I'm pretty sure you guys do know her. She's a little bit creepy. She has a eye. She has a clock for an eye. She carries around 2 knives, and she killed her own family after when they abandoned her for so long. It was just crazy. Anyway, guys, may I present to you Clockwork.
Nice to meet you, Flame.
It's nice to meet you too, Clockwork. Nice eye.
Thank you. Let's just say it helps me keep track of time very well.
Okay. That's, good to know. Anyway, last but not least, guys, I'm pretty sure you all know this creepypasta. She's my nearest and dearest friend. She really didn't deserve to be a creepypasta because all she wanted was a beautiful life, but instead, her life got ended, all thanks to that stupid man. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the youngest out of all the creepypastas you see here today. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Lifeless Lucy.
Hello, everyone. Flame, are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just that every time I always see you, I'm always happy, but I always feel bad.
Don't be. I'm fine now. Aw, you need a hug?
Yes, thank you. Aw. I really do miss seeing you a whole lot, Lucy.
I miss seeing you too. After all the things you've done for me, you really are a really good friend.
Aw, thanks. Okay, well, on to this video. Anyway, let's get to my co-host. I'm pretty sure you guys know my co-host. For those of you guys who don't know her, she's very beautiful. She's very beautiful in her own way. She carries around a chainsaw. She has 2 red eyes. Wears a black nurse outfit, red hair, and not to mention her body is constructed of many, many different body parts. And I do feel bad for this woman too. Everybody, may I present to you Nurse Anne. Now, guys, I was gonna have Zero on here, who is a creepypasta of a imaginary friend come to life, but sadly I couldn't find her, so I went with Nurse Anne. Anyway, how you been doing, Nurse Anne? It's really nice to finally meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, darling.
Oh, okay. I had no idea you were this seductive.
Well, I'm a nurse after all, and most nurses are really seductive.
Okay, can you please stop caressing my chin like that, please? I'm a married man.
Trust me, I know.
Oh, you seen me around the creepypasta universe?
Yes, and I do have to say, I do know your brother very well.
You mean my brother Sonic?
No, your creepypasta version of your brother.
Oh, Sonic.exe. Well, it is, something. How close are you with him?
Oh, very, very close. He's one of my best patients over at my hospital.
Okay, before we get into too many details, let's just get right to Ask the Sonic Crew. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so, the first question here is for Slenderman. Okay, Slenderman, so, how do you feel about being somewhat of the father of many of the creepypastas?
Well, to tell you the truth, being one of the most famous and feared creepypastas out there is definitely amazing, especially when it comes to things like my movie that came out and my video game that came out and lots of other things that people see and fear me about. But you know, it is very, very amazing to be known as the most creepiest creepypasta there is.
Well, I guess that is true. I mean, do you ever feel like, I don't know, you really didn't mean to be really evil like that?
Of course not. I'm just giving people what they want. A second chance in life and a chance for revenge. I mean, most of the people that I turn into creepypastas, they always want to become more powerful than the people that, did them dirty. So, all I did was just provide that for him. I mean, think about it. Wouldn't you want to take revenge on the people who wronged you?
Well, yeah, but not like that. I mean, turning them into a monster.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't really turn them into monsters. I turn them into better versions of themselves. A much better version. Like, for example, Titchy Toby. I just helped him reach his full potential a little more. Then there was lots of others.
Well, I already know about all the others, but it's just definitely something.
Yes, like Slender Doll. I really felt bad for her for what those medical people did to her. So all I did was reassemble her into a doll, and I recruited her only friend that was nice to her nurse.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you actually spared her.
Yes, she takes really good care of Slender Doll, like she was still alive.
Okay, well, thanks for answering that question. Alright, so next up is Jeff the Killer. Nurse Anne, would you mind reading him his question?
Absolutely. All right, so Jeff, this question here is for you. Do you regret ever killing your own family?
Now, why would I do that? I mean, don't get me wrong. I did love my family very well, very much. But sadly, they seen me as a freak ever since I came out of the hospital. Ever since I came out of the hospital looking deformed, I was hurt, and I felt like I was betrayed by my own family. So, of course, I killed them. My mother, my father, and my brother Lou. Which of you guys, who also known as Homicidal Lou right now. But anyway, I really don't regret killing them. They turned their backs on me, and they're supposed to be my family. I mean, trust me, I honestly felt betrayed and abandoned. Almost like how Sammy Lawrence did when he was betrayed and abandoned by everybody else.
Whoa, you knew Sammy Lawrence?
Of course, Bendy is also known as a creepypasta in a way. Well, not really. He's just a horror game, I guess. I don't know. Can we make Bendy a creepypasta, Slender? Well, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, the demon side of him is pretty okay, but the little imp version of him, please leave him alone. He's definitely really nice and sweet. Anyway, thanks for answering that question, Jeff. Okay, so this question here is for Jane. Alright, Jane, this question here is for you. Okay, Jane, this question here is for you. Okay, so let's see. Do you still love Jeff after everything he did to you?
Absolutely not. I mean, think about it. When I first met him, I thought he was really nice and sweet. And the day of the Valentine's Day dance, I really can't believe it. I saw a whole other side of Jeff. I saw a whole other side of Jeff I never knew. And when he said that he wanted to make me as beautiful as him, I immediately freaked out and I stopped seeing him. And then one night, when I came downstairs to see what was going on, I found my parents dead, and Jeff was sitting at the kitchen table with their bodies placed right there on seats, in seats. And he said that he was going to do the same thing he did to himself. So he splashed bleach on me, and I was on fire really badly. It's a good thing I didn't die. I could have died, but I only suffered a whole mess of burns really badly. My face was destroyed and everything. I was in that hospital for so long until I got a little package inside my room, inside my hotel room. Not my hotel, I meant to say my hospital room. Inside was a bouquet of black roses, a knife, a mask, and a black wig. It was from Jeff. He really wanted me to get back with him. And for his apology, it was this. Of course, I denied it. I hate Jeff now, and I just want to see him suffer. I tried to get him at one point, but sadly, his yandere, Jenny Smiles, got up to me and took me out. Luckily, I didn't die or anything, because, hello, I'm a creepypasta. Creepypastas can't die. But anyway, it was just crazy. It was crazy, but I still carry this hatred towards Jeff. But now I have to work with him. But now I gotta work with him. It's just insane. But I guess we might as well let bygones be bygones.
Well, alright. Glad to know you're not the one to hold a grudge.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. I have many different grudges towards Jeff. But it's fine.
Okay. Anyway, Nina, go ahead and, okay, you can go ahead and answer your question. Nurse Ann, you can go ahead and read your question to Nina over here.
Alright. This question here is for you, Nina. So, whatever happened to your brother in the first place? After when you two left, whatever happened to him? Did he die and become a creepypasta as well? Oh, well, to tell you the truth, my brother, he died of natural causes, old age. But of course, I still took care of him all the way till he was like, I don't know, 70? But since I was a creepypasta, I couldn't die or age. So I just stayed young. But my brother's dead now. I thought about bringing him back. I talked to Slender Man about it, but sadly, Slender said that there wasn't much that he could have done to save my brother. But it's okay. We all have to go sometime. Even though we're not technically, not destined to be creepypastas.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I mean, trust and believe me, I did many things, because if I was to be dead, I would, rest assured, be reincarnated into a creepypasta, probably. I don't know. I just hope I don't actually get reincarnated into a creepypasta, because if that does happen, I don't know what the heck is gonna happen. I really don't know. Anyway, let's keep the ball rolling. Okay, Clockwork, this question here is for you. Oh, snap. Okay. So, this question is definitely a little bit creepy. So, the question is, why the world did you jab out your eye and replace it with a clock? Why did you do that?
Well, to tell you the truth, the reason why I did that is because it's my whole point of killing, saying your time is up, and it's pretty obvious, have a clock for an eye. It's pretty weird, yes, I know, but the reason why I did that was because you see, my family always says I don't always, keep track of time like that. So I put a clock in my eye to make sure I actually do keep track of time. It's really funny, yes, I know. A little bit creepy, yes, I know, but that's just how I became Clockwork.
Yeah. Ugh. It's a little bit creepy, but it is pretty interesting, I guess. And you killed your whole family?
Yes, 'cause you see, they think I was weird. 'Cause you see, I didn't smile enough. So what I did was, I cut the side of my mouth. I cut the side of my mouth and I sewed it up. Just like how Jeff did.
Yes, well, I didn't really sew up my mouth like that. It was, definitely something.
Yes, well, anyway, after when my family saw that, they rushed me over to the hospital. I got so mad. I got so mad that I busted out. I grabbed 2 knives from the kitchen and killed my family. And I went up to my room, grabbed the pocket watch, and jabbed it into my eye. And that's how I became clockwork. And I just went around killing people to relieve my stress. Of course, I don't kill people on random. I only kill people who actually did stuff to me.
You're not gonna kill me, are you?
Of course not. How could I kill the person who introduced me to my beloved?
Oh, who's your beloved?
Titchy Toby, silly.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You and Titchy are going out. So, how is he anyway?
Oh, he's fine, he's fine. He asked about you.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool, I guess. Okay, anyway, so next question. Go ahead and ask it, Nurse Anne. This question here is for, Lifeless Lucy.
Alright, sweetie. This question here is for you. Did you finally get revenge on that fool who killed you? Actually, yes, I finally did get my revenge on him. You see, after when he killed me, he buried my body in the ditch where all these other dead bodies of kids were. It was pretty bad. After when he cut my arm off and he whacked me in the head with an axe. Anyway, he tossed my body into that hole with a whole bunch of dead kids. After when he head back into his cabin, he was really relieved of himself. Soon he saw the ghost of me. And my army, or should I say, helpers, right behind me. And soon he got so scared, he ran right outside to where the police were. Then he got sentenced to prison and got sentenced into a insane asylum. And that's when I knew I had to take my revenge. So I emerged out of the wall, but this time as a beautiful 25-year-old woman. And with a little bit of help from my friends, I jabbed my claws into his chest, ripped it open, and just tore out his flesh, little by little, until he died. I finally took my revenge on him. That will teach him for messing up a little girl's birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, your stupid butler took you away. So that way you can serve that man.
Yes, it's true. But luckily, I did take revenge out on my butler too. After when he ratted out his partner, I actually visited him in prison. He was really surprised to see my ghost, and just like that, I did the same thing to him that man did to me. I cut his arm off, and I whacked him in the head with an axe. Only this time, instead of leaving that great big gash, I cut his head off completely.
Yikes! A little bit overkill, don't you think?
No, not really. I mean, you would have done the same thing.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I would. Actually, I would. Ugh. But anyway, thanks for answering that question. Alright, so now we're on to the group question. Oh boy. First group question ever. Okay. This is pretty much an obvious question. How did you all meet Flame the Dragon Hog? Okay, well, Slender, how about you? How did you meet me?
Well, when we first met, it was a little bit interesting. You see, you didn't fear me at all. You just wanted to get to know me. And so we went to the woods and we talked for a little while. I introduced myself, and before you know it, we became friends. Heck, you even gave me some tips on how to snag my prey.
Yeah, I actually did, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And I also still use those methods to this day.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, Jane, what about you? How did you meet me?
Well, after when I was really ashamed at Jeff for what he did to me, I was really broken. So you comforted me. You talked to me, and you also did all sorts of things with me. You took me out to lunch. It was really hard for me to eat because I had that mask on. But luckily, I took that mask off, and instead of you freaking out, you were actually really surprised. And you also just didn't freak out at all. I was really happy. For the first time, somebody actually saw see my burnt up face and didn't freak out.
But I did actually put a spell on you so that way your face could get fixed.
Yes, and it's still holding up pretty well. But unfortunately, I still do like wearing my mask every now and then.
I understand. Okay, what about you, Clockwork? How did you meet me?
Well, when I first met you, I was about to cut your head off. But luckily, you actually had Titchy Toby at the time. You were hanging out with him. And so, I just stopped right then and there. I fell in love with Titchy. And of course, I was really shy at first. I was really shy. Soon, one day, you met up with me, and you just gave me the confidence to finally ask Titchy out. And so, from that day, we continued going out pretty well. And, sorry, I just got a text message on my phone. Hey, it's from Titchy. Hang on, let me see. Oh my goodness!
What? What's wrong?
Titchy asked me to marry him.
What? Right here on the... Okay, flamethrowers, this is just getting insane. Titchy Toby just asked Clockwork to marry him. Guys, what do you guys think? Should Clockwork say yes?
Absolutely. Titchy and Clockwork should definitely get together. They actually do make a great couple.
So, what do you think?
Yes! Put yes!
Alright, here I go. Y-E-S. Send.
Alright.
Oh, he just replied back. And he sent me a picture of the ring. Oh my gosh, and it's a bloodstone ring. Nice!
Well, congratulations. When's the wedding?
Oh, I haven't asked him yet. Well, I guess we'll settle things soon.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, that's definitely unexpected. A proposal on Ask the Sonic Crew. Ain't that something? Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, Jeff, how did you meet me?
Well, when you and I first met, I thought you were going to be an easy victim. But when I tried to kill you, you immediately dodged my attacks. It was the first time anybody has ever dodged my attacks. And you actually gave me a few tips on how to be faster than my opponents. And of course, that's when Nina came around and you did the same thing to her, teaching her.
Yeah, that's how we met. It was pretty interesting, really.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And finally, last but not least, Lifeless Lucy, how did we meet?
Well, it was really an interesting story. You see, after when I died and took revenge on both the butler and that guy, I was really sad because I was trapped in limbo. I was trapped in limbo for so long. So, after that, I heard the cries of a broken spirit. and I answered that call. It was you, Flame.
Yeah. For those of you guys who don't know what the heck happened, let's just say it happened right after Sarah got by torch, by force. It happened after that. Ugh. But anyway, I was so broken up that I didn't know what to do. So what happened was I just sat back and cried because I felt so guilty. That's when Lucy came around and she talked to me. And so I realized that we both had a lot in common. We were both somewhat to blame for something that happened to us. Well, not really. Well, not really with her because, she didn't know what the heck to do. But anyway, for me, we both felt bad. We both felt really bad. So she actually gave me a talking to, and before you know it, we became really good friends. And as such, we became really, really close. We became really, really close, and I helped her out with her arm and stuff. I cleaned her up. I even gave her a robot arm and cleaned her up a little bit. So now she's back in full force, somewhat, but she's still lifeless Lucy. There wasn't anything I can do about that gash on her head, though. So I just, covered it up with a little bit of her hair, and it's still okay, because believe it or not, I actually had a gash, not on my head, but on my chest, thanks to Movie Knuckles for punching me. Ugh. But anyway, me and Lucy, we actually became really good friends after that, and it was really great and stuff. I was really, really happy that I actually had a friend, a creepypasta for a friend.
Yes, I was really happy. But Flame, you could have actually asked me if I can become a 25-year-old woman again.
Oh, man. Now, it's okay. You're happy just the way you are as a 9-year-old. Or a 10-year-old or something. I kind of forgot how old you were. The time you died, I kind of forgot.
Oh, well, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Anyway, that's it for the group question. Okay, I think we're down to round 2. Okay, now, let's see. Slender Man, this question here is for you. Ooh, and it's a spicy one. It's a spicy one. Okay. Okay, so, Slender Man, how did you and Slender Woman get together? How was your wedding? And how was your honeymoon? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh man, I had a feeling people were going to ask me about that. Well, me and Slender Woman, we actually met years ago in the woods. You see, I was after these kids. But turns out she was actually after the same thing. We both wanted to terrorize the same group of kids. So we somewhat competed against each other. We even fought a few times. But then I soon realized that we both had something in common. The thirst for blood. And so we put our rivalry aside and we started going out. And before you know it, I fell in love with her. We became boyfriend and girlfriend. And then, next thing you know, I decided to do one thing that no creepypasta has ever done. Propose. And so, I asked her to marry me. And she said yes. We had a beautiful wedding. And of course, the honeymoon was absolutely amazing. I really, really loved the honeymoon. We took a little bit of a trip. It was great. And we even slaughtered humans on our trip. It was great then. And before you know it, our life was just one great big honeymoon. Just bedtime sparring after bedtime sparring. Or that's what Flame calls it.
Yeah, bedtime sparring. Of course, it's not like the flamethrowers already know what the heck bedtime sparring already is.
Yeah, anyway, the best thing about it is that creepypastas can't get pregnant.
Yeah, but you do have the choice to get pregnant, right?
Yes, mainly the females.
Well, that's good to know. So, have you guys decided to have a child yet?
Not yet, but it would be kind of nice to have a little girl or a little daughter.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, Nurse Ann, you can go ahead and read your question to, Jeff.
Alright, let's see. Ah, here we go. Jeff, how do you feel about your happy pasta, Jeff the Hugger?
Ugh, I can't stand him. He's always so happy all the time. I really can't stand him. I mean, those bright colors, the rainbow eyes, that big smile on his face. Ugh. And he tries really hard to reach out to me for me to be nice. But of course, I prefer killing over hugs and smiles and rainbows all the time. I can't stand him.
In fact, I guarantee you there's lots of happy pastas that lots of people here can't stand. I know Slender Man over here can't stand Splendor Man.
Yeah, I really can't stand him. I mean, he is definitely, something. He is my brother, after all.
Yeah. And Jeff, I heard that, Jeff the Hugger is your cousin. That's definitely rough having a, cousin or a family member that's the opposite of you.
Yeah, it is. But he's just too much for me. I even tried to kill him a few times, but he just came back. He just keeps coming back. And 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 coming back until I just can't stand it.
Okay, calm down. Okay, well, anyway, I guess thank you for answering that question. Alright, moving on. Jane, this question here is for you. Are you currently going out with somebody? If so, who is it?
Well, to tell you the truth, no, I'm not going out with anybody. I'm 100% single.
Oh, well, you're single, huh?
Yeah, I am. 'Cause you see, I don't want to get backstabbed just like how I did with Jeff. It was just crazy. And besides, who would ever love me? You know, a woman who wants to wear a mask all the time and is crazy about killing and genocide and all that other stuff.
I would.
What?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you don't know about this, Jane, but with me, I don't care what a woman looks like. She can be butt ugly. She can be fat. She can have like 3 breasts or 3 arms for all I care. I'll still think she's beautiful, just the way she looks, and I wouldn't want to have her change.
Aw, that's sweet. But what about a personality?
I don't care about her personality. Like, she can have a personality of a serial killer. She can have the personality of a drill sergeant. She can have the personality of a housewife, for all I care. I'll still think she's beautiful and nice and sweet.
So, after this, you wanna go grab a bite to eat or something?
I guess if you're free.
Of course I'm free. I'm single, remember?
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're really making moves on me right here. You're really making moves.
Why not?
Oh, man. Okay. Let's just keep the ball rolling. Okay, Nurse Ann, go ahead and ask Nina her question.
Alright, this question here is for you, Nina. So, is there any chance that you and Jane will ever get together? Well, you know, get together and become friends. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's no way I would want to be friends with her. I mean, it's just so weird. I mean, come on, think about it. Jeff's ex and his current girlfriend being friends? I mean, wow. What type of mess is that?
But you do realize that sometimes in couples, the girlfriend and the ex-girlfriend, they do sometimes get together and become friends. It's really interesting and weird, yes, I know. But they actually do get together and they actually put their differences aside and they become really, really good friends.
I don't care. I don't want that.
Okay, I guess. But hey, you know, there is a bonus question for both of you here. And it's for both of you. It's really interesting. Hang on, let me see if I can try and find it. Ah, here we go. Okay, so this question here is for both Jane the Killer and Nina the Killer. Yikes. Okay, a question for both of you. You guys ready?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm ready too. So, what's the question?
Alright. Hopefully you guys can handle it. I really do hope you guys can handle it. And whatever you guys do, please do not go searching for this girl.
Girl? What do you mean?
Okay, I might as well ask you guys the question. Now guys, you promised, do not get mad. Okay, so the question is, have you guys ever heard of Chris the Killer? And she said that she's supposed to be Jeff the Killer's girlfriend.
Wait, what? Absolutely, I have not heard of her. Who is she?
Well, Jeff, you might as well answer that.
Well, to tell you the truth, look, Chris and I, we actually did have a relationship, okay? Alright, see, Chris the Killer, she is basically another creepypasta. She's a character who didn't really mean to do anything, but she did do something. You see, years ago, she was watching creepypastas and scary movies with her friends, and she was so scared at the time, like she was really still jumpy. So what she did was, while she was in the kitchen preparing snacks for her friends, she accidentally killed her own. She accidentally killed her friend by hitting her upside the head with a frying pan, and she was on the run from the cops. And so what she did was she grabbed a knife and stuff and fled out into the forest. That's when she met me, and before you know it, we actually became really close. Like, really, really close.
Did you sleep with her?
Only once. Only once. And that was about it.
Jeff, how could you do that to me? And more importantly, how could you do that to us? Keeping that whore a secret.
I didn't actually keep her a secret. She's my past, okay? I don't know where the heck she is anyway.
Last time I saw her, she was still looking for you.
Shh. Not helping, Flame.
Are you sure? Because, let me see. Because you see, I actually got a text from her the other day asking about you because she heard that you were going to be on Ask the Sonic Crew and she wanted to come by here.
I really do hope you told her no.
No, I didn't tell her no. She asked me where were you, and she also sent me a very, very interesting, picture here.
What is it?
Take a look at it.
Oh no.
What? What is it? Show the picture, Flame. Jeff. She's pregnant? What?
Oh, man. Looks like we're gonna have some drama here, guys. Let's just, okay, this is definitely something. Jane, Nina, maybe you guys would like to, go into the other room and cool down for a little bit?
Yes, that might be a good idea. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, Jeff, you really do got a lot of explaining to do, dude. Okay, well, while Jane and, Nina are in the room trying to cool down, we'll just ask the last two questions to, Okay, so, this question here is for Clockwork. Okay, so, Clockwork, this question here is for you. How long has you and Toby been together in the first place?
We've been together for, about 9 years. Well, it seems like an eternity, you know, creepypasta years and stuff. But anyway, yes, me and Toby, we've been together for a very, 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 very long time. I really do love him a whole lot. I really do. We have a whole bunch of fun together, killing and all sorts of things. And before you know it, me and him just clicked. It's really romantic and stuff. I was really happy that I actually found someone who was kind of like me. So what happened was that we actually got together and we we somewhat clicked, and that's all she wrote. We actually bonded over killing somebody. It's a little bit weird, yes, I know, but it's really beautiful how well he kills his victims.
Yikes. Huge yikes. But, hey, whatever makes you happy, right?
Yes, exactly. Whatever makes me happy. And of course, he definitely makes me happy. A whole lot happy.
Whoa, okay. Creepy alert, but okay, I guess. Anyway, thanks for answering that question. Really creepily, but cool. Alright, anyway, last but not least, it's for Lifeless Lucy. Okay, Nurse Anne, would you mind reading her last question?
Sure, why not? Alright, this question here is for you, sweetie. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. So, this question here is for you. Did you ever get the birthday party you always wanted? Well, to tell you the truth, no, I didn't. That is, until Flame came around and he actually helped me celebrate my birthday. He actually felt bad for me. So what he did was, he actually set up this whole thing. He invited me over to his house. And, he actually set up this whole birthday party for me. He felt really bad that I got killed and I never got to celebrate my birthday. And so he set up this whole thing for me. It was a birthday pool party. It was a whole lot better than what I expected. I mean, I wanted to, wear my beautiful blue dress. The one that I'm wearing. But since it's all ruined, what was the point of wearing it in the first place? So I switched over to my beautiful blue one-piece swimsuit, and we went swimming together. Of course, I had to, work with one arm at the time, and that gash on my head, but it was okay. I had a lot of fun, and it was all thanks to Flame.
Yeah, I really do care about you a lot, Lucy. I really do. I mean, a little girl like you shouldn't have become a creepypasta in the first place.
Yeah, but I ended up doing that anyway. It's okay.
Oh, well, I guess. Well, okay, I guess. Huh? What was that? Oh, that must be, Jane and Nina. Jane, Nina, is that you? Are you guys okay?
Yes, we're fine. Yeah, we're okay. We finally calmed down.
Okay, cool. Anywho, you guys are just in time for the, last question for the episode. And it's the group question. Alright, so this question is for all of you. Do you guys miss being alive? Do you guys miss being alive? Like, do you guys really miss being alive? Like, being normal people instead of creepypastas.
Whatever do you mean, Flame? I was created to, complete the balance, of good and evil. Well, I mean, think about it. Everybody knows that humans are secretly evil. I mean, think about it. All the blood, murder, crime, and all this other stuff. I'm just creating people who want to stop it. And what better way to stop a crime or stop violence is with violence. Of course, with bloody murder. So I just created creepypastas and all sorts of other things to stop it.
Well, okay, I guess. What about you, Jane? Do you miss being alive?
Well, I do miss having my nice, smooth white skin, but not this white. I really do miss it a whole lot. And having my beautiful blonde hair. I miss that too. But sadly, that's not coming back. I mean, I suffered burns so badly that my hair isn't going to grow back anytime soon.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
But I heard that brunettes actually have a whole lot more fun, so I guess I'm okay with being a blackhead.
Well, okay. What about you, Clockwork? Do you miss being alive?
Well, to tell you the truth, somewhat. Having one eye makes things really difficult for me to see, especially when it comes to, looking, looking and seeing and everything. I keep bumping into things, but luckily, Chichi Toby always helps me out. But anyway, do I miss being alive? Well, to tell you the truth, I am somewhat still alive. I just have my mouth cut, and not to mention my my eye's been replaced with a clock.
Well, yeah, I know about that. Okay, well, anyway, what about you, Jeff? Do you miss being alive?
No, of course not. I mean, I love what I do, especially making the people who make me suffer themselves. I mean, come on, just really think about it. She's just, I mean, come on. They're all just
Well, okay, Jeff, I guess. Anyway, what about you, Nina? Do you miss being alive?
No, not really, because if I was still alive, then I wouldn't be with Jeff. Although, after hearing that, Jeff has an upcoming baby on the way, um,
Oh, you're thinking about something?
yes, but I'll tell you after this.
Okay. What about you, what about you, Lucy? Do you miss being alive?
Absolutely, I miss being alive. Because you see, a young girl like me shouldn't be dead. I mean, I've been hearing that children have been dying left and right at a young age.
And yeah, that is true. Lots of kids, they do die at young ages. Like, for example, some people, some kids have, diseases or deformities and all that other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, I really didn't expect that to happen to me. I mean, really? So, do I really miss being alive? Yes, I do. And Flame, I heard you can bring people back to life. So, can you bring me back?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I can't. I can't bring you back. Because you see, there's only a certain time, because there's only a certain amount of time or a certain kind of people I can bring back. Because you see, people like you who's been dead for many, many years, I can't bring you back. But if you died recently, I don't know, I can't bring you back. I got to use, something like the Dragon Balls or something to bring you back.
Well, can't you use the Dragon Balls?
To tell you the truth, the Dragon Balls, they can bring people back to life, but, only at a mere price. When it comes to the Dragon Balls, you can make a wish to wish somebody back to life, right? But there's also got to be something that you also got to wish to go on for that wish.
Well, like what?
Well, for example, I can wish you back to life, but then I have to, say, make you a full-fledged human. I can't, when you come back, you can't have your creepypasta powers anymore.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be kind of nice to have my creepypasta powers.
Yeah, I know. That would be kind of cool. I know. But sadly, if I do use the Dragon Balls to bring you back, then, yeah, you might have to leave your creepypasta powers behind.
Oh, bummer. Well, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's fine. It's not your fault.
Those are just the rules of the Dragon Balls. I gotta follow the rules, because if I don't, I won't be able to use them anymore. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Okay, so now that we reached the end of Ask the Sonic Crew, Nina and Jane, is there something you like to tell us? What happened?
Well, yes. after much consideration, we decided that Jeff should be with Chris.
Wait, what?
Yes. I mean, you have a daughter coming up. You can't neglect it, right?
That is true, Jeff. You can't neglect that child. So, I guess it's time for you to, head back to Chris.
But what about me? And what about Jane?
Well, of course, I know Jane has been flirting with me for the past few minutes ever since she came on here. And Nina, I did say I did always have a crush on you. So, what do you say? How about you two join the harem?
You really mean it?
Yeah, of course. I'll take good care of you guys.
Aw, well, alright. I wouldn't mind that.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Jeff, I hope you don't mind.
No, it's fine. You take good care of them, okay?
Alright. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. First off, I'd like to thank all of you guys for coming on here, and congratulations to Clockwork and Tichy Toby for getting married. Well, for your upcoming wedding. And, of course, congratulations to Jeff for becoming a father. It's really something, really. Anywho, that's it for this episode of Ask the Sonic Crew, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and comment down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that Jeff over here is doing the right thing of getting back with Chris and her upcoming baby. So, yeah, just let me know of that. Anyway, and if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way you guys will be up to date whenever I post. And also, be sure to keep an eye out later on for a special video that I'm going to be making later on. So that way you guys won't be missing it. It's definitely really awesome. Anyway, this is Flame the Dragon Hog signing out for now. Later, flamethrowers.